Hi everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Sit Down. I'm DJ Summitt. We've got a very special edition of the Sit Down, joined by Reverend Jesse Jackson. How are you, sir?
Mr. DJ, to you, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So you've been in New York City for a couple days. You got your big economic summit going on down in Wall Street. So
well,
how did this all come together?
It's a big deal. You know, this is the year 2019. 400 years ago, African Americans began to land on the shores of the East Coast, and much of the trading commerce came out of Wall Street. We were the commodity and the commodity exchange. We built the wall on Wall Street, struggling with the Dutch. We have roots there. African burial grounds is there. And in our phase of development, we have become free but not equal. Freed from 244 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, the right to vote, the last stage of access to capital, industry and technology. So dealing with the banks to invest to green line and red line America becomes our challenge. And what race discrimination means is even though you may be qualified, you don't get opportunities. So it's all about having a fair share of board seats and E-suites and employment vertically and horizontally, and procurement. You hire lawyers, advertising, marketing. Because in the real sense, what's missed by discrimination, by the wall around the cities, 100 largest cities are majority black and brown. Represents market, money, talent, location, and growth. So we come together for 3 days to talk about that. And on the Wednesday, we'll have Congressman Meeks. I'll do a dialogue with Congresswoman, with President Janetta Cole, former of Bennett College, about the 400-year journey. That night, we're interviewing the president of Microsoft. And Thursday morning, the president of CBS Aetna, Larry Merlo. At noontime, we have the minister's luncheon, led by Reverend Sharpton and the Reverend Cleaver from Kansas City. That night, we'll have our banquet, and Layla Hathaway is singing.
Oh, wow.
And on Friday morning, Congresswoman Maxine Waters will speak. She is the chairman of the Finance Committee, and so now we have the power to come back to Wall Street 400 years later with subpoena powers to end patterns of discrimination.
Now, it's an incredible journey when you take it all the way back there. And we were talking before, you've known Reverend Sharpton since you were 13 years old. So take me back when you guys were young boys. What was it like growing up together?
Watch them grow up. You know, a lot of boys in Brooklyn were really Connie Hawkins fans. They were really basketball fans. Sharpton always wanted to be a leader. He always wanted to assert himself and take the risk. He went to jail with us. He may have been 13. We were fighting the A&P, opening up chain store doors. He's always been that freedom fighting mode. Now he's hit his rhythm. He now has a TV show. He's a writer. He's a speaker, and he's wanted to be heard.
You mentioned Connie Hawkins. You were an athlete back in the day. Who were some of the athletes that you looked up to as a young guy?
Connie Hawkins.
He was your guy? Why was he your guy?
Well, he had that special something. You know, you Connie Hawkins, then you get Dr. Z, then you get Michael Jordan. But Connie Hawkins was kind of the father of this.
He was before everybody else.
Big hand stuff, you know. But Jack Robinson was the guy. I mean, Jack Robinson. He was playing at the time when they put black cats in the dugout in Brooklyn. Time when his own teammates, if he got spiked or got hit with the ball, they never cleared the dugout to defend him. His teammates hoped he would get a hit, hope he wouldn't get a hit. They were pulling for him and they were mixed. But because of Jack Robinson and Pee Wee Reese, really, a white teammate, and Branch Rickey, who took the big risk, he broke the barrier. And that laid the groundwork for breaking barriers in football, basketball, baseball. And so Jack had the big breakthrough. But then all the athletes now have free agency.
Right.
Because
didn't have that before. Yeah, Kurt Flood was huge.
The owners owned the players, and they tried to sell him. He was an all-star. He didn't want to go. He used 13th Amendment.
Right.
And he was freed. And then another one was the ball player. What's his name? From basketball player. Free agents come out of school early. Oh,
I mean, there've been a bunch of guys come out of school early.
No, the guy who took the risk for it. I'll think of his name in a minute. Spencer Haywood.
Oh, Spencer Haywood, right? Yeah, he was really the first trailblazer to do it.
Well, he took this. All the guys that can get one and done and two and done because of Spencer Haywood. So athletes, in many ways, have set a tremendous pace for our culture. When I see Alabama playing Clemson in the big game. I remember a time when George Wallace stood in the school door and said, blacks cannot come in.
Yeah.
And they had to take Luther and Lucian to school with federal marshals. When Harvard Gant was at Clemson with federal marshals. Now you see those players playing the best in the world they are at the age group because barriers have come down. And that's part of our mission to bring down barriers and to build bridges.